Just giving you a small glimpse of what I'm up to. This is an online class I have been participating in. Just have all the doodling to go. It's a long process, but I do enjoy it. Hello, I just thought I'd show you what I've been up to. I bought my daughter some craft kits for Christmas, cheap ones from Kmart, and she got really into it and then wanted to try cross stitch. So we're in Melbourne one day at a doctor's appointment, and of course we have to do some shopping when we go to Melbourne doctor's appointments because it makes them a whole lot better apparently. That's what Alexis says anyway, so any excuse to go in a crafty shop. So called into Spotlight on the way home at DFO. I don't get to call in there very often unless I've got a driver with me. Unless I've got someone that drives us down, because usually we go down by train and that's not quite accessible. Long story short, I bought a little cross stitch. Now I haven't cross stitched since like in 20 years. I sort of gave it up because my eyesight got a bit sort of worse and well, life got moved on, had a child. Yeah, who has time to cross stitch when you have a kid? So I decided to pick a little one. This was on special. This little blue, what is it? Bluebell Daisy was, I think it was $15. There was 30% off, but I don't think I got 30% off this one. There was a bit of a muck up with Spotlight. They were putting this, we went out on a Tuesday, they were putting the special tickets on for the Wednesday, late in the afternoon when we were there. And we went to the register and the 30% didn't come off, and it come off the other thing that I bought, but not this. I don't know, big long story. But this was, I think, only $20, which I thought was reasonable, or maybe it was less, I don't know. I have no idea, but it was on special. Didn't come with a hoop, the hoop's from something else. So I thought I'd give this one a try. I thought it didn't look that difficult. I also bought a Christmas card cross-stitch kit, which I'll show you when I start, which will be closer to Christmas. So I thought I'll do a little one. My daughter bought a very, very advanced one, as she does. She picks the most difficult things as she does, but she's doing an awesome job on it. One day I might show you what she's been doing. She does a whole lot more than me because I have a whole lot more to do than her. So I started some of the blues. So this is a counted cross stitch. So if you've never done cross stitch before, it's a blank canvas. You get a pattern in colour to follow, and then you also get a black and white pattern. Now I like to photocopy the black and white pattern so then I can highlight what we've done. My daughter is doing that as well, so it helps keep track of what pieces you've done. I need to do this when I'm really, really awake, like not late at night. I tend to do the long stitch that you've seen snippets of, or you may see snippets of, at night because it's a bit easier on my eyes. This I have to directly sit under a light and really concentrate because it's a bit small. It's a 14 count. I wouldn't go any smaller for myself. My daughter's doing an 11 count. No, she's doing those the other way. Okay, my daughter's doing an 18 count, which basically it's how many squares are per inch. So the higher the number, the more squares per inch, the more smaller the squares. I think that's how it goes. So I want to try an 11 inch because the squares will be slightly bigger. See if I can see it better. But I thought this was kind of cute and not that difficult. Does have a fair bit of back stitching, which is overstitching the, you can see that by the darker lines, overstitching the crosses. But at the moment I'm finding it quite good. So I'll show you the progress of what I get up to. I'm also battling an elbow injury, so this is something I can do when I can't craft with my elbow. It's really annoying me I can't do my art journaling and scrapbooking with my elbow being the way it is at the moment. But we will get there. Show you some more when I've done some more. Been rediscovering a bit of cross stitch and a bit of, well, this is a long stitch and embroidery. I bought my daughter Alexis a few little kits from Kmart for Christmas. This one didn't come from Kmart. This one cost me a whole lot more. Been dealing with an elbow injury, and holding a pair of scissors or holding a pen has been difficult lately, so I can actually long stitch and cross stitch left-handed, which is really cool. So working on these gerbras. Haven't long stitched in quite many years, since I was probably a teenager, so I'm not going to give away my age. But I've started here a little, had to pull a few bits out because I did it crooked, but we are getting there. So it's something I can do, still craft when my right elbow is deciding it doesn't want to play nice, and I can use my left arm to embroider. So I can keep my hands busy and my head busy. Tend to do it when I'm watching TV or late at night, just needing some downtime to want to keep busy but don't want to do a big project. I'll show you when I've done a bit more. I'm dreading doing the black. Do you want to see how much black is in this? All the background is black, and there is a hunk of black wool in the cross stitch. Sorry, in the long stitch kit. No, looking forward to doing the black, but I'm enjoying doing the flowers because you can just do little bits. So that's what I've been up to. Thought I'd share what I've been up to the last few weeks. Our library has been running a 4-week drawing course, or a lady has come in and teaching a 4-week drawing course. Missed out on it last year because life happened, because you're supposed to be able to attend all 4 sessions. So this year I decided to definitely book in, and usually book a few months ahead, and I thought, well, if life happens again. Life nearly happened. I nearly having a lot of issues with my elbow, but I decided to go along anyway. So it was like the first day of school. We got all these supplies. So it was $10 for the 4 weeks, basically to cover the supplies. So we got our own sketchbook. We got a small ruler. We got a big ruler. We got a Sharpie pen. We got our smaller texter. We got 2 paper blending stumps. We got, what's this, charcoal pencil. Haven't sharpened that one yet, haven't used it. HB pencil with an eraser. We got a kneadable eraser. A normal eraser, which was very generous to suppliers. A pencil sharpener with the caddy. Then we got a whole set of, and these were from Kmart, and I threw out the wrapping, from Anco. So just a cheap set of 12 pencils from, I think, like 4 or 6H to 6B. So different hardnesses and softness of pencils. And then we haven't played with these yet, but some charcoal, some white charcoal that's now got black stuff all over it, and some black charcoal in different thicknesses. So I'll show you what I haven't done. A lot of drawing. I'll show you what I've been doing. I haven't done a lot of drawing since high school, or I did do 6 months of university. So we're just playing around with the charcoal and getting different marks and things. So a lot of it was really fascinating. Like, I studied art at school up to year 12 and then 6 months of university, but what she is teaching us is making a whole lot more sense. So this is one of the exercises we did, drawing apples in different ways, shading, and then this one we had to shade in and take the apple out with the eraser. This one we had to draw a Y and then turn it into 3 different things. So we've got a book, a tree, and a zipper. And this was grass, so just different little exercises. Then we're learning all about light and shading, because we're learning how to draw in, obviously, just graphite. So there's all the different parts of shading, and this sort of showed us, so there's lots of handouts and things, which is really good. This sort of showed us the different lights and darks, and then we had to sort of work out what colours these might be, which was quite fascinating. Then we drew an apple. So we drew this from life, from an apple sitting in front of us. My apple was a bit wonky, so that's why my picture's wonky. We had to follow all these light sources. So I think my apple was pretty good. That's what we did. It took me 2 hours to draw an apple. No, it didn't. It was a 2-hour class, and that's what we did for the class. I'll show you week 2, 3, and 4 as well, if you're interested. Thought I'd give you another update on my long stitch. So I've been working hard on it, doing it a lot more than I should. Oops, don't tell anyone. So I have nearly completed the 2 flowers, doing a bit of the inside of the flowers. So I'm really enjoying it. It's a great thing I can do left-handed, which is nice when my right hand decides it doesn't want to play nice. And it's nice at the end of the day to sit down and do a couple of threads just to relax and just a bit of mindfulness while I've whacked the TV on for a little bit. Or sometimes I'm a bit cheeky and do my 2 strands before I start my stressful day. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Sometimes it turns into 3 strands. Oops. But I am getting there. I'm really enjoying it. And it's coming along quite nicely.